What's up, everybody, and welcome to Season 2, Episode 1 of the What's Bubblin podcast. I'm your host, Renee Jamerson, and today we're going to talk about 5 reasons people probably aren't buying your products. As always, I'm here to help you get and keep your business bubbling, so stay tuned. Welcome to the What's Bubblin podcast, Season 2. I am super excited. We are finally in Season 2, and guess what? This is going to be a twofer. It's going to be a podcast as well as a YouTube video. And so I'm super excited because you guys will get to see my face as I film this podcast. And if not, and you're only listening to the podcast, you can catch it in a video on YouTube. So today we are going to talk about 5 reasons people probably aren't buying your products. So number 1, you're using janky images. Janky meaning they may not be the best quality images, or you took them off of the wholesale website where you actually got your products from. Now, there are 2 issues with this. One, those images may not represent your target audience, or even they may not even be the best quality, right? So you want to be wary of that. Number 2 is that when I see these wholesale sort of generic images, it lets me know that this product is possibly available somewhere else online for cheaper than what you are charging me for. That creates buyer hesitancy, which is not what you want when you're trying to sell your products. You want people to be sure about spending their money with you, and they want to trust you and trust that they are getting a great quality product and that they are getting what they pay for, and they're getting a good quality for what they're paying. I'm going to see about turning on this light a little bit. Number 2, no website. Now, I'm not saying that you have to spend a whole lot of money for a website, but what I am saying is that you should at least have a landing page. Now, there are options like Linktree, there's the Stand store, you can even set up an Instagram store. You just need to create some type of real estate online that lets people know where they can find you. Why? Because this creates trust with the people who are going to buy your products. I know with me, I don't want to buy from someone if I know I possibly may never see you again. Or it's a possibility that my credit card information could get leaked. So you want to create a situation of where people feel safe shopping with you, and having a website creates that all in one space, right? Number 3, you don't have a merchant service. Now, if you don't have a website or a landing page, 9 out of 10, you also don't have a merchant service. And so a credible merchant service is someone who can process your credit card. They're PCI compliant, meaning that your information is safe on the back end. This is not to attack my Cash App queens or my Zelzars. However, you are creating a little bit of buyer hesitancy in the fact of, people feeling maybe, they have to wonder about the credibility. And you just don't want that when it comes to your brand. Also, the idea that you have to be present for these transactions in sort of this sort of one-to-one way, in a way of one, you got to keep on sending people your Cash App pins and all, not pin, but your your cash tags and all these other things, just to make a sale. Where if you have a website, you have your merchant service or your landing page and your merchant service, you can reach a mass of people as opposed to having to be there for these one-on-one interactions. The number 4 reason that people may not be buying your product is that you don't have terms or conditions. Now, if you don't have a landing page, then 9 out of 10, you don't have terms and conditions, or maybe you have it in Instagram on your little bio, but make sure you have it. People want to know how long it's going to take them to receive the item that they paid for. They want to know how they can return it or exchange it if they have any issues. So at least cover those issues in your terms and conditions, at least. Number 5, bad customer service. Now, when I was in school for marketing, the number 1 thing we were taught was that word of mouth was the number 1 marketing tool. And in a lot of ways, it still is. It may not be the verbal mouth, but we now have the fingers, right? And people will type bad reviews. They will text their friends. They will DM their peoples about your Instagram, and they will post on your stuff if they are getting bad customer service. And so you want to make sure that you are providing great customer service when it comes to your business. Because if you don't, someone's going to talk about you. They're going to come up on I've seen some stuff. I don't even want to see. We ain't going to sip no tea. But I have seen some stuff where people was like, they were going in on somebody's business on their page. And you don't want that, right? It becomes the tea, right? Nobody wants the tea to be about them. So make sure, make sure that you're providing the best customer service possible when it comes to your business. Those are my 5 reasons that people may not be buying from you. Make sure that you are not falling into any of these categories. So fix these. And if you are still struggling, make sure you book a discovery call with me. You can book that discovery call over at my website, bubblinmarketing.com. You can follow me on Instagram at bubblinmarketing. And make sure that you are following, subscribed, all that good stuff to my podcast on Apple Podcasts as well as SoundCloud. Make sure you are following my YouTube channel, What's Bubblin'. And yeah, I'm so excited about season 2. I have so much stuff to talk about with you guys, and I'm super excited. So make sure you guys are following. All right. I'm your girl, Renee Jamerson. As always, I'm here to help you get and keep your business bubbling. So make sure you keep it bubbling.